Okay, so starting on the weekly, we're delivering from this weekly fair value gap as well as sweeping this intermediate term low. We've got this intermediate term high on the weekly resting above, which I think we could possibly look for taking. Maybe not this week, but we'll see what price gives us. Then dropping down to the daily, we've filled this new week opening gap. So it looks like today we could potentially get a reaction higher. After filling that, I believe yesterday potentially could have put in low of the week. After this reaction, I believe that we're potentially looking at a bullish week. We got these relative equal highs resting above on the daily, but they are about 440 pips away, so I don't think I'm going to be targeting them for today. However, right now we're just stuck inside this choppy range, which is expected because this was an overnight range. So dropping down to the hourly, we've got London session right here, which I'm just going to mark up. London session high. You've got an intermediate term low here. A 1 hour fair value gap. So this 1 hour fair value gap here is going to be my condition. So if we sweep this and start to get a reaction off this fair value gap, I'm looking to take buy side liquidity. If we close below this wick and inverse this fair value gap, then I'll be looking for sell side liquidity. Okay, so I'm just going to go over my trade from today. So as you can see, we did inverse this hourly here to the downside. So I was looking for shorts to this low down here, but after we created a manipulation candle back up, closing, sweeping these lows down here, after seeing that, I started feeling more bullish, and then we created another hourly inversion right here, which confirmed my bias for longs. So after I saw this, I was waiting for a fractal model, and I had my targets above. So my target was this relative equal highs and this intermediate term high on the 4 hour, then this swing high here, and this 30-minute intermediate term high here. So on my first trade, which let me just grab. Okay, so it's right here. For the first percentage fair value gap, we got strong move up after inversing the hourly. So after that, that was enough confirmation for me to look for longs. So I was looking for a buying opportunity after market open around here, but unfortunately we weren't getting any pullbacks and we weren't creating any entry models for me. Then after that, we got this 2-minute fair value gap right here, which price then started accumulating. Then we got a slight manipulation leg to sweep out these lows down here, plus tap into the first presented. So after seeing that, I longed 5 MNQ contracts. And as you can see here, I partialed 2 contracts and put my stop loss to break even. Then after I did this, I started seeing volume start to die down. And let me just grab this. We created this trend line up, which was going to be my confirmation for closing the trade, because I did not think we were going to pull up to this. It looked like we were just completely dying out. So after we created this trend line, we had a strong manipulation leg, which ended up closing below this trend line, which was confirming shorts for me, because we also were failing to close above this high, and we were also respecting this 15-minute fair value gap. After this, I was still hopeful after this candle here, but I was still a little bit doubtful, and then we got this candle here which wicked 1 to 1.5 of my standard deviation projection, and then we started manipulating back lower, so I was looking for a short entry off that. Then we created this fair value gap right here, which I thought was good enough for me to enter off, so I entered another 5 MNQ short here to target this 30-minute, this new 30-minute fair value gap that got formed. So I took that and I made 500 off this to the downside, and then I called it a day right there. As you can see, my TP was perfect. As soon as we tapped that, market just started doing what it wanted. I didn't want any of this. I took my 2 trades for the day, and that was me done. So on my first trade, I made about 230, and then on the second trade, I made roughly over 500. That were the 2 trades I took today. I wasn't interested in PM session. As you can see, we just had a bit of a choppy shit day, and now we've opened lower, so I'll be looking for what I'm taking tomorrow.